Hi there, it's Dominique from LAFA, learning about Finland again, and I wanted to talk a little bit about getting medication in Finland. I can't speak based on everyone's experience, I can only speak based on my own. Now, bear in mind, I've lived here for 10 years. I am now on a permanent residence permit. When I first moved here, I was issued a Finnish social security number or identification number, which is made up of your birthday. So date, month, year. So the first two digits and then the last two digits of the year you're born in. And so once I got that, then I was able to apply for my Keller Card, and then I was able to get medicine. So one medicine that I rely on heavily is Symbicort. I am asthmatic. I was diagnosed when I was about 17 due to having bronchitis, and I went on a cadet trip to a farm and I had a severe allergic reaction to the horses, even though I didn't touch them. Just being in the wagon, even at the back of the wagon, you know, I just couldn't breathe. So it was a horrible time. And running, I was never much of a runner anyway, and probably this is why. So when you have a Keller Card, you should always carry it on you because it also has a barcode on the back. So if you get in an accident, hopefully you don't, but if you do get in an accident, they have some way to identify you. Some ID cards are combined with Keller Cards, so there are Keller Cards out there with like photos on them. I don't know how popular they are because I just have a separate identification card, but carry your Keller Card with you everywhere. If you happen to forget your Keller Card when you're going to pick up a prescription, keep the receipt, and you can apply to Kela later on with proper documentation online and just submit the receipt, and then they will apply any discount and refund you accordingly. So yeah, depending what kind of medication you're taking and how often you need it, then you get some sort of like discount on the medicine. It's not really a discount, it's like covered by Kela. So for me, this exact same medicine, same dosage, it was running about $100 in Canada before I moved here. And the Blue Cross that I was with, the Blue Cross insurance company, they did not cover asthma medicine unless I could prove for 2 years that I did not need it. And then they would reevaluate. And when I was working at the bank, they thankfully did cover it through their Flex program for their employees. So that was great. So then it dropped it down quite a bit. Here I pay about 45 euros. And this can last me, depending on the weather, depending on how active I am, and what's going on in my life, then this can last me for 1 month. This can last me a little bit more than a month. It totally depends. So that's also one reason why I was doing such deep cleaning in my apartment lately, not just for video's sake, but also to try and get rid of a lot of the dust, which was triggering my asthma, especially at nighttime. So the cool thing about Finland is you go to any pharmacy and you have your Keller Card with you, and now we have this program called E-Resepti, which is like e-prescription. So if you go to the doctor and they make you a prescription, sometimes they'll give you a note. They'll give you a paper, it's all very formal looking, and they sign and stamp it, and then you take that with you to the pharmacy, and they'll put it into your file using your Keller Card identification, and then they'll give you the medicine right away. Whereas in Canada, you get, the prescription, and you go to the store, the pharmacy, you request the medication that you need, and then you have to wait. And depending how many people there are in the shop, it can be like a 20-minute wait, it can be 30 minutes, it can be longer. Hopefully things have improved since then. I mean, I haven't been to a pharmacy in Canada in over 10 years, but that's how it was growing up. It was very annoying. Whereas here, they just put it in the computer, they ask how many doses or how many products you need. I only get one at a time, that's all I need. And within a moment, either someone's coming from behind, they have like a runner to go get the medication for you from the organized cabinet and drawer system behind them, or it just magically comes through a tunnel and it just kerplunk right beside them, which is great. So it's very quick. There, you know, this reduces waiting times. This reduces the need for too many staff to be working because the wait times are so short. If you have any questions, quite often they do speak English. I've never had an issue, but then again, I've had this medication, you know, since I was 17, so I know how to use it. But yeah, it's been really great. I've been in the pharmacy many, many times over the last 10 years living in Finland, having 3 kids, of course. And every time it's been fine. I haven't had to have the children with me. I just had to have their Keller cards. And with back to the e-prescription thing, now they just put it in based on your Keller card number. So all you need is the Keller card. So if you're a parent, for example, you don't need to bring your sick kid into the pharmacy. You can just go have your kid's Keller card handy, scan it, and they will provide the medication for you. And then you just pay for it before you go. So it's a really handy system. I really like it. They do attach stickers with description how to use it in Finnish. If you are traveling, it might be worth asking if they can translate it to English, especially if it's a medication you need to carry with you at all times. They typically stick the stickers on the outside packaging, and what I always do is I stick it directly on to my inhaler afterward, and it just peels off like so. That way, on the off chance I lose it, which has happened once, it fell out of my pocket. If I see it on the ground, I know it's mine. And, or someone could maybe find me on Facebook with my name. And then, there we go. That's it. So it's pretty simple. It's a great system. It's effective. It's quick. And, of course, there are times where the pharmacy can be a little bit busier than usual. But generally speaking, I've never really had to wait more than like 10 minutes to, you know, get my number called and get my prescription within 2 minutes and I'm gone. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.